Well, how are you today? I'm Wayne Hudson.
And I'm Jeremy Tillman.
And here we are again with another coaching tip for the Christ life. Yesterday we talked a little bit about a passage found in Ephesians 4, Jeremy, that talks about how that as believers that we've taken off the old and we put on the new, that we have a new life in Christ, but also it's a picture of something external, that the Jesus in me works in and through my life, and there's some things that show up externally. Yesterday we talked about simply speaking the truth instead of falsehood. You know, if we continue to read in that passage of Ephesians 4, verse 26 says this. It says, "Be angry and yet do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger, and do not give the devil an opportunity." Why don't you talk a little bit about that, Coach Tillman?
Can we just skip them a couple of verses?
Wish we could.
You know, when I think about that, and you know, I think about anger and what that can, how that can totally mess us up. And I tell you, let me just share this. Well, an issue of mine that God has slowly and is still continuing to try to break me of is one of the major things with anger is, you know, I allow things to affect me, and rather than me dealing with it, meeting it head on, dealing with it, you know, what I've allowed to go on in my own life so often is I've allowed it to just sit there and fester, and I think about it, chew on it, and the more I do that, well, what does that do? The anger I get.
Right.
And over time, what it does is it becomes really a cancer. The more I allow it to fester up, it just becomes a cancer, and then it's trouble for sure.
Wow. Yeah, that's right. If we let that thing just sit and fester, we're in trouble. I'm thankful for the power of God in us. I think a couple things that happens because of that, as you look at this verse, is that he says, "Be angry, but do not sin." Anger is an emotion. Jesus was an emotional guy. Apparently, he got pretty upset when he was turning over some tables in the temple. But what Jesus was able to do, and what he empowers us to do, is to separate the person from the action, or the person from the sin, which we're incapable of doing ourselves. We'll take it out on the person instead of taking it out on the sin. And also he does say, "Do not let the sun go down on your anger." And I think of it just like what you said. Don't let it fester. Deal with it, because if we don't deal with it, we're giving the devil an opportunity. So the coaching tip for today is, let Jesus be Jesus in you, and do not give the devil an opportunity, because the Jesus in you is much bigger than your anger. Amen. So let Jesus be Jesus in you. Have a blessed day.